Jay Gurdev, everyone. Merry Christmas. This video will be a run-through of a website draft Roger Graham has discussed on some of our previous calls. Our main idea here is to take Seeds of Heaven and make it amenable to the general public, to encourage micro-donations and grassroots support instead of just looking within our movement family. And so everything you see here is temporary. You're welcome to make any suggestions you like, provide any criticisms that come to mind, and you won't be stepping on anyone's toes. We're happy to hear what you have to say. So instead of Seeds of Heaven, in looking for a name perhaps more secular or something that seems more modern, Charity Inner Peace was a suggestion of Roger Graham's, and Meditation Education Meals is something I've just added below, with the main idea of seeming like we have comprehensive programs as opposed to just going into developing areas and teaching meditation. $10 a month can make you a superhero. We don't have to encourage monthly donations, but main idea is that it's the cost of coffee and a muffin, cheaper than going to a movie, and people don't have to think twice about it. I've avoided a lot of text on the website to try and have I imagine people will know whether or not they want to support it within 7 seconds or so, and it's not going to be logical reason, it's going to be how they feel. So I wanted to design something that felt uplifting and like good things were happening, not like the world is suffering and we can't help them. I'll help all of them. I thought we could distinguish ourselves by seeming more optimistic and lighthearted. On every page they can make a donation on the top if they'd like to. Otherwise they can also go and donate to a specific program. Let's say there's 2 weeks of clean drinking water for students in Nepal, or building a new schoolhouse roof in Uganda, or meditation classes and regular follow-up. I have each of these with a $10 price tag on it, and if people click on it, they can change the quantity if they wish to, just like any storefront. And again, we can have a description, 2 weeks of clean drinking water for 10 students in Nepal. We can scroll down, we can have the video footage, more text down here if they're interested in the project. But otherwise, they look at it, they say, I want to support this, they click on it, they add it to the cart, they're done. It only takes them a minute and they can be gone from the website. And I think as long as it seems easy, it will make it seem like the change and improvement for the people we're talking about is also easy. And I wanted to seem like something positive was happening versus we're overwhelmed. One other possibility for showcasing the areas to donate in is by having specific goals. But let's say it says 950 donated for a goal of 10,000. I think this has its pluses and minuses, and sometimes it can seem overwhelming when a project has a lot of money that is still needing to be raised, and I think it's just nice to have ongoing donations like school supplies, meditation checkup, follow-up, that kind of thing. For who we are, again, avoiding a lot of text, just have a couple sentences about our vision as a charity, where the money goes. I think for my generation, transparency is especially important. We're developing a great deal of cynicism about institutions and authority, and I think it's nice to provide an air of just total transparency. And something like 93% of all funds go directly towards our projects. The other 7% covers our overhead expenses, things like advertising, bookkeeping, and web design. We're nonprofit and run by volunteers. We want to make a difference, and we can do that best by running a charity the right way. Something like that. I just threw these pictures up because they're the ones I happen to have on hand. I took this from Tegan's Facebook page and Roger Graham and myself. And there's no subtext with not including other members of the board here, so my apologies if there's any offense taken by a lack of inclusion. This was just a temporary thing. And then something YTM. And if people want to find out more, they can click on it. It'll take them to the tm.org page, or we can have a separate page where they can just read more about why we've chosen this program and why it's effective. Same thing with if people want to find out about the projects we have or where we're working. Again, just a little bit of text and then maybe a button here to give them an option to go to another page and read more about it, but that it doesn't feel like they're reading an encyclopedia at any point. And then while this is here, we can also have another bar or a menu on the side of other ways to donate to different projects. 1 month of school supplies for 400 girls at a Buddhist boarding school in Thailand. So it doesn't all have to be $10 donations, but the idea is this seems very manageable. And the main thought here, like precision donating, know where help is needed, choose where your money goes, see the difference, donate to a goal, project, country, or in general. It's up to you. And I think this gives people a quick feeling of involvement, and especially, again, for my generation, we're losing our ability to stay on topic for a long period. And if you give them a few seconds of a good feeling, they'll donate $10 and then they'll go back to whatever they're doing, and they'll keep coming back. And I think that's a nice way. I think a website like this helps encourage that kind of ease of coming and going and not feeling like there's too much to worry about. We can add anything to this. We can have lightbox pop-ups, we can have videos, footage, music, anything like that. Feel free to make a suggestion. I hope you're all doing well and keeping warm, and Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Jay Gurudev. We'll talk to you soon.